Garford-Putilov armored car. Garford-Putilov armored cars were a type of armored fighting vehicle produced in Russia during the First World War era. Although considered to be a rugged and reliable machine by its users, the Garford-Putilov was severely underpowered. With a total weight of about 11 tons, and only a 30 HP engine, the vehicles had a top speed of approximately 10 to 11 miles per hour, 16 to 18 kilometers per hour. The design was also overloaded, top-heavy, and therefore had very limited off-road capability. Number 9. Ehrhardt EV/4. The EV/4 Panzerkraftwagen Ehrhardt was one of the first examples of a type of high and flat-sided armored car design that the Germans used almost until the start of the Second World War for internal policing duties. It weighed nearly 9 tons, had a crew of 8 or 9, and carried an armament of up to 3 machine guns. Number 8. Austin Armored Car. Austin Armored Car was a British armored car produced during the First World War. The vehicle is best known for its employment by the Russian Army in the First World War and by different forces in the Russian Civil War. Number 7. Bussing A5P. The Bussing A5P was an armored car produced in Germany during World War I. The production of A5P began in 1916 and produced in limited numbers. Its power plant was Bussing's successful 6-cylinder truck engines. It had a large steel armored body and was crewed by 10 men. 6 of the crew operated 3 7.92mm machine guns, usually the MG08 or MG15NA. Some vehicles even received 2 20mm cannon. The A5P served on the Eastern Front until 1917. Number 6. Jeffrey Armored Car. The Jeffrey Armored Car was developed by the Thomas B. Jeffrey Company in Kenosha, Wisconsin in 1915. The car number 1 was used by General John Pershing's 1916 Pancho Villa expedition in Columbus, New Mexico for training. Pancho Villa was far into Mexico at that time and there are no records on its use in fighting. Number 5. Lanchester. The Lanchester armored car was a British armored car produced during the First World War. In 1914, the Lanchester was the second most numerous armored car in service after the Rolls-Royce. It was originally designed to support air bases and retrieve downed pilots. Number 4. Rolls-Royce Armored Car, 1914. This British armored car developed in 1914 and used in World War I and in the early part of World War II. Rolls-Royce, in the war served on several fronts of the Middle Eastern theater. The vehicle was modernized in 1920 and in 1924, resulting in the Rolls-Royce 1920 pattern and Rolls-Royce 1924 pattern. In 1940, 34 vehicles which served in Egypt with the 11th Hussars Regiment had the old turret replaced with an open-topped unit carrying a Boy's anti-tank rifle, .303-inch Bran machine gun and smoke grenade launchers. Number 3. Charon, Ehrhardt ET Voigt, 1902. The Charon, Ehrhardt ET Voigt 1902 was a French armored car, designed by the Georgian engineer Mikhail Nakashich in 1902. It was equipped with a Hotchkiss machine gun, and with 7mm armor for the gunner, with a road speed of 50 km/h. Number 2. Davidson Automobile Battery Armored Car. The Davidson Automobile Battery Armored Car was built by Royal Page Davidson and the cadets of the Northwestern Military and Naval Academy in Highland Park, Illinois. Davidson designed this vehicle in 1901. He and his students at the Northwestern Military and Naval Academy built 2 of these partially armored military vehicles. They were armed with Colt .30 caliber machine guns. The vehicles were powered by a tubular steam boiler. They had difficulty in going up hills because of changes of the water level in the boiler. Davidson made these lightly armored military vehicles of 1,000 pounds at the Academy campus in Highland Park, Illinois. Number 1. Motor War Car, 1899. Motor War Car was the world's first real armored car. It was designed and built by British inventor F.R. Sims in 1899. The vehicle had Vickers armor 6 mm thick and was powered by a 4-cylinder 3.3-liter 16 HP Canstat Daimler engine, giving it a maximum speed of around 14.5 km per hour.